Oh, shit. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of Genius Brain Podcast. I am David. This is so fucking weird, dude.
This is bizarre.
Yeah, my name is David So, and yes.
Yeah. And I am, wait, am I supposed to introduce myself or is this?
I'll introduce you. Don't worry about that.
Oh, shit. Okay,
my name is
cool.
David So. This is the Genius Brain Podcast. The cool thing about the Genius Brain Podcast is that this podcast is about anything and everything. It can give you life advice. We could talk about some serious shit, current events, whatever you guys want. Basically, at the end of the day, I'm here to accompany you throughout your day. And it's nice because I'm doing this at home, so I could basically wear whatever the fuck I want. And that's exactly what you were doing.
Yup.
So today's special guest on the Genius Brain Podcast is my roommate and my very close friend, Khalif Boyd.
Yo, Khalif Boyd in the building.
Look at that.
I feel like I'm like Charlemagne the God or somebody. Actually, is it roommate or is it housemate? I've been hearing a lot of people say, this is my housemate.
That's some European bullshit.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, you just don't like it.
Shout out to Europe.
Euro.
I have a, you know Eunice. So if you guys don't know who Eunice is, was the wardrobe. I would say wardrobe consultant. I actually don't know the exact title of what she does. She's gonna be super upset, but she basically dressed everybody on set on Gook. So as you guys know, I'm not traditionally an actor. I don't know these fucking terminologies. I just made a movie and I just act on shit. That's about it.
Killed that shit.
When it comes to like specifics, I don't know shit about it. But basically with her, she lived out in Europe for, I don't know, I think for like 5 or 6 years. And she came back and all of a sudden she's saying all this like European bullshit. She goes, I'm going to go back to my flat. I'm like, oh, first of all, fuck you. Go back to your flat. You're going back to your apartment, bitch. The fuck? And then what did she say? She was like, she said, I'm in the mood for some aubergines.
Some what?
I said, exactly. I said, what? I said, what's an aubergine?
How you spell that?
AUBR bullshit. And basically that means eggplant. She was looking for eggplants. And I guess that's how they say it on the UK.
Oh my God.
And I think specifically she was choosing words that I wouldn't know so she could make me feel bad about myself. She was like, I'm in the mood for some aubergines and some rocket.
Oh my God.
Rocket is arugula in Europe.
What?
So I'm gonna get some aubergines and rocket in my fucking flat, you bitch.
Yeah, you can't be using words if you don't know the history behind it. Because they can tell you some bullshit, make you sound stupid when you go back to America. And
100%.
You're trying to sound, assimilate back into this culture. And
I had this homie in high school. His he moved to Hawaii, I guess, a couple years after we graduated high school. And mind you, he grew up in Sacramento, California his whole life. I mean, the dude has a Hawaiian ass name, but I think he moved to Hawaii for like 4 or 5 months. And instantly he had a pidgin accent. This fool was ridiculous, dude. 4 to 5 months. He was like, hey, bro. Hey, the kind, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, you moved there for 4 months.
you sure he went to Hawaii and didn't watch Fruitvale Station? I feel like a lot of people were like, yo, when I watched Fruitvale Station, like people were saying, bruh, 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 bruh. I was like, bruh, you need to stop that shit.
Bruh is like the hot thing right now. Everybody uses that term now. BRUH, bruh.
I know, even fucking Instagram, dude. You can even like use it as a little sticker and it has like bruh and like cool temperature font. Yeah.
You know what the interesting thing about social media now is that I think when I first started, when I was first in this space, I used to think of it as, I didn't like people like swagger jacking people. You know what I'm saying? So like if there was like a certain way that people from the West Coast would say something and I would see that bleed into other areas, I would think they're being really fake with it. Like, why are you saying that shit? Are you saying it just because it was popular? But that's just my old ass way of thinking.
Right.
It's just social media has blown up and everybody is on it. Whether these kids are growing up with YouTube, they're growing up with, what's it called? That shit that disappeared.
Vine.
Oh yeah, those talented people.
Ooh.
Vine or whatever that they saw, they're listening to that shit and it's being absorbed in them. So there's no real like, you could see that in dance too. So like depending on whatever coast that you're from, like you would have like this like West Coast swagger to you, or you have that East Coast type of shit. But even when you see dance, it's bleeding everywhere now. Everybody's dancing like everybody else. Everybody's singing like somebody else, and nobody's really having that like unique vibe to them like they used to. I mean, there still is, but not like they used to. You know?
Yeah, it's just like a factory, pretty much. It's just like the accessibility and like self-teaching yourself and calling yourself a dancer and creating your own thing, and then you find out they're jagging somebody from Brazil or some shit. You know?
Yeah.
This accessibility. It's just like
Talking to the mic a little closer.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Tight. Trying to do this. Okay, cool. But yeah, I mean, just like Instagram, just like the saturation of it and allowing like memes, the new hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
It's just easy to like truncate and make it easy and acceptable, because I think that's most people, millennials, are talking like that.
You know what's so funny though? What pisses me off is when I see on Facebook when an adult makes a meme that they think is really funny, but the shit is not funny at all. You know what I mean? Like they found out what a meme is.
Yeah.
I'm doing memes too. And they do like some kind of political bullshit. Like the hottest thing I think for old people to do is to go on Facebook and do some politics memes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like the thing right now.
And it just like it's so reverse. You said like, oh my God, I can't believe like my parents on social media, they just sent me a meme of John Wall leaning backwards in his seat and saying bruh. It's like,
I don't know. I think I'm becoming that old person though real soon though. So why don't you go ahead and let people know what you... So if you guys don't know, Khalif is actually a full-time actor. Like he has been acting in this scene for a very long time.
Yep.
And I think like... So basically what I want to do with this podcast is kind of have conversations with people. So I think that when you guys listen to a lot of podcasts, you think that these celebrities are the only people with interesting stories. Well, before people became celebrities, they were just regular people to you. You wouldn't even notice them if they were walking down the street. But everybody has an individual story. And I've known Khalif for a long time. And I think that especially after what's it called, like Crazy Rich Asians, I've been getting hit up by a buttload of people saying that they want to become actors. So instead of hearing it from me telling you what it is to be an actor, because I've only done it for about a year, it would be kind of nice for you to talk about your acting experience.
Yeah. My acting experience is, I just recently discovered it was just everyone's journey is unique. And in my case, like before you knew me, like I was super quiet. Like I didn't know how to express myself. And going even further back before that, when I was 18, like growing up, I have a mother who's deaf and a father who's super stoic. His inability to communicate on a deep level, to share with me, to help me find my own voice wasn't there. So, and we had basic television that was limited to me. And I didn't have so much to draw on from my imagination. I had Hooked on Phonics. Couldn't read that well.
You were on Hooked on Phonics?
Hooked on Phonics, bro. Yep, I made it all the way to the brown volume.
I don't even know what that is because I was too smart for that shit. What the fuck is Hooked on Phonics like?
Oh, man. It's like these cassettes with these workbooks and just like reteaching you, man. It's like a supplement to what to my homework that I was getting in elementary school. Your
dad didn't help you like try to read and shit?
No, man. The only way he taught me how to... No, he really didn't. You know, whenever he took me to the library, he would go out to the magazine section. First he would walk me over to the children's section. I find the librarian. She gives me a book, Goosebumps, Babysitter's Club, Sweet Valley High, and shit, whatever. And then I would want to take this book home and hoping that my dad would read it to me. But instead, he would show me his Jet magazines or Ebony. And
what the fuck? Your dad wasn't there to study shit.
He was looking at Downtown Julie Brown and whoever else. Naomi Campbell. Totally. He was that weirdo in the corner with no shame.
Your dad's like 6'5" too. He's hard to miss.
Yeah, totally. It's definitely in Cerritos. When majority is Asian people, and it's a very affluent city. And him just being in the corner trying to figure out how to get on the internet and not doing that, he was just sitting in the corner reading his magazines.
You told me your dad speaks Vietnamese, dude, which is fucking wild, dude.
I know. That is a very sweet bookmark in my life. If he hadn't done that, I would not exist. My mom, again, like I said, she's deaf and she only speaks Vietnamese. And when my father came back from New York with a little stint, try and go pro, blew out his knees.
Pro on basketball, right?
Yeah, that's a sour spot.
So you're saying was he in the NBA then, or was
contract? He was like tryouts, like.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So he was right there.
He was right there. Yeah, and then he's blew out and.
Did he tear his ACL?
No, he actually. He had when he was in high school, he was working at Alpha Beta. Do you remember Alpha Beta?
What the fuck is that?
It's like a Save-On. Remember Save-On?
Yeah. I think there's still Save-Ons to this day.
Really?
Right? I think so.
I don't think so. Really?
I don't know. I think Save-Ons, you still around? If you are sponsored this podcast.
Yeah. Do that. We need that.
Yeah.
He was opening a box with a box cutter and just missed it and slit his knee. He had like 26 stitches. And ever since then, it just wasn't right. And
Hold on. So he tore up his knee, not even playing basketball?
I mean, he did. It got weakened.
Yeah.
But essentially, that wasn't the root problem of why my father had to.
Doesn't he know when you open up a box with, you're supposed to go away from your body? So he put the box on his kneecaps. The one thing that's so precious to a basketball player, he was like, you know what? I'm going to take this chance today.
Yeah. I'm going to dribble this basketball and just cut this box.
So he lost his career through a box cutter.
That was the start of it. And then, yeah.
I don't even know that shit, dude. That's fucking hilarious.
I know.
It's sad.
It's a very sad. But if it didn't happen, then again, I wouldn't be here. But my father came back. His homeboy hooked him up with a job as a beer truck driver. At the time, my mom was working at a meat market in Hawthorne with a family that brought her here from Vietnam. And then he found out that my mother only speaks Vietnamese. And so he went to go take night classes to learn.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
And that's...
This one can't open up a box correctly, but he can learn Vietnamese.
It's true. It doesn't make sense. My life does not make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. But so my dad tried to live his dreams through me playing basketball, and that shit burnt me out. And because I played in Taiwan and Costa Rica, I lost my passion. And again, with basketball, I was like Tim Duncan. Like I was a silent leader. I led by action. I wasn't passionate in that way or mouthing off.
So when you went pro internationally,
semi-pro.
Right? You went semi-pro internationally. What is it to be a semi-pro basketball player? Like, what is that? What's the difference between pro and semi-pro?
Pro is like semi-pro is like more sponsors. I mean, it's kind of weird even now seeing NBA. You see the sponsor logos and all that stuff. It's essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's like semi-pro is like the NBDL.
Okay.
Or is that right? Is that
so like semi-pro is like it's like all those international leagues. Is that shit that like T-Mac played for and
who?
Like T-Mac. Like when
T-Mac. Oh no, that's pro.
That's
pro. Yeah, that's pro. That's like when you go to like FIBA.
Okay.
And like they send their best national team, players. Semi-pro is kind of like to get on that team. So even before that, I wasn't getting paid like baller amount. I was getting paid like decent amount.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, pre-DM, you get housing.
Did you want to go to the NBA?
I did. Yeah, I did.
That you got shat on or what? That just sounded hella sad, dude.
I did. But then again, I'm grateful that it didn't, because I realized after playing Costa Rica, man, like the amount of practice that I had to, like waking up at 4:30 in the morning, having the little Tico pick me up, like the little taxis.
Yeah.
And just practicing 6 times a day. And I was like, man, if I really loved this, I would be enjoying this. Like this.
You practice 6 times a day? Mm-hmm. What's it like? What's a normal day like?
Normal day was like 4:30 get picked up, have breakfast, banana, coffee, whatever. And then you have your team philosophy. You have your weights, conditioning. Then you have team practice, small guard practice, lunch, break. Then you have weights again. Then you have, what do you do after that? Breakdown tape, scouting report, dinner. And then what do you do in the evening?
Die? What the fuck? Like, God damn, dude.
No, we did like more plays, just more plays.
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah.
So you didn't enjoy any of that?
I did for like the first like 2 weeks.
What made you hate it so much? I mean, you did it your whole life. I mean, if I play ball like you, I'd be balling people up for no fucking reason.
I think I did it because I discovered this through therapy. I did it for my dad, man. I really, really loved my dad.
You did it for your dad,
I
dude?
did it for my dad. I remember like Saturdays without fail, like going to the park, and if I didn't make 30 free throws. I just didn't go home.
Oh man, fool, I would have never went home. You see me shoot free throws, bro. I would have been out there till I was 30, till now. I would have been there till this age. And my dad's just like, you better make them free throws.
Yeah, you see that guy over there shooting free throws? He's been doing that for the past 2 years.
That tent and that hole. You see that hole that he shits in? That's his bathroom. This motherfucker ain't allowed to go home. His dad's that dude in the corner eating a burrito, just watching him.
Yeah. Burritos from Del Taco.
Did you have to make that shit in a row?
No. I have to be honest though.
Oh shit! I would have lied through my fucking teeth.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Damn, dude. Mm-hmm. So you did that for your dad?
Yeah.
Did you feel like you were doing that because, like, your dad had a mishap in his dreams and he was kind of living his dream through you?
Oh, totally. And I remember thinking about it now. I remember when LA was playing Sacramento, actually.
The golden years.
The golden years. Like my dad never directly made me feel like I could make the NBA. Like when he was training me and making me just practice 24/7.
He made you feel like you could or you couldn't?
He never really never told me, it's like, you have, you got it, like until probably 12, 13. I think that's how old we were. 14, 15.
We were pretty young.
Yeah, we were pretty young.
I remember because during the times where it was like neck and neck, I was super young because I was watching that shit at the house by myself. And when we'd win a game, bro, I would fucking...
We're at the house.
What's that? I would scream. I was screaming like a dumbass.
Just jump on the sofa.
I was jumping on the sofa, everything.
Screaming out the window.
Yeah, what was that fucking dance move where you would grab your fucking ankle?
The running? No.
The running man. I would do the running man and shit, dude. I was so hyped.
That wasn't a running man. Isn't running man's like that?
That's the running man. What's the other shit where you grab your ankle
and you do this?
Yeah, what was that shit?
I have no idea what that's called.
Yeah, that was the shit. And I was doing that shit.
You were doing that?
Yep, and my mom would come in and she would beat the shit out of me. I don't give a fuck.
Why would she beat that shit out of you?
Huh?
Why would she beat you
loud.
up? Oh, yeah.
There's no dancing loud in the Korean house. I was being too happy.
Yeah.
Should have been studying.
But back to that, like I remember Mike Bibby, he had like a crazy ass game, and I was like, damn, Mike Bibby's like 6 feet. Like I'm like 5'10", or I think I was like 5. Yeah, I was like 5'10". It's like, I'm gonna go outside and like practice, and I was dribbling between my legs, and my dad came out. He's like, you know what? You might slip through the cracks.
Oh shit, that must have made you feel good.
Yeah.
Damn, your dad actually gave you a compliment?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
My dad still hasn't given me a compliment. It's been 30 fucking years, dude.
Nothing.
That fool hasn't said thank you, I'm sorry, and good job yet. I'm still waiting for that shit. That fool's gonna be in his deathbed. I'm gonna be like, Dad, right before you leave, just say I did a good job. He's just gonna reach out his hand and be like this, fuck you. Fuck you. You disappoint me.
Now get out.
I know you go home and you make a podcast like a piece of shit.
Oh man. Yeah. So so like that's kind of speaks how my father was with me, just very little words.
That's why he didn't teach you how to read. He was trying to teach you how to shoot. That's why. He was like, fuck your education. Shoot this goddamn ball.
Yeah, he probably can't read. I never ever heard my dad read.
Does that fool, when he gets a text message, he goes, come here, boy. Read this for me. if he does that, that means he's a Floyd Mayweather. He can't read.
Absolutely not. He had a pager. He refused to have a cell phone until his job forced him to.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I think he didn't like being reached out, having to that immediate,
having to respond to somebody based on their time.
Based on their time, man.
I hate that shit too, though. So I understand.
That's true. But you're not, a father.
That's true. You should probably do that because you have a kid. You have a kid
Something might happen.
And a wife that's disabled as shit.
Yeah, you might want to do that. Yeah, this is good. This is going good. I hope my dad sees this or hears this.
Daddy, I'm dying. I ain't got time for this shit, boy. Bye.
Yeah. So just like growing old and like not having basketball, like making that realization that basketball wasn't my number one. So what the fuck is it? And so my friend saw me moping around at the Cerritos Town Center. I was like, hey, what are you doing now? I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll just work for the parks and teach kids how to play basketball. He was like, maybe you should try out my acting class. I'm like, okay, cool. That sounds all right. So then Tom Ormany at Cypress College, he took me in and saw something in me and then told me to take acting classes with him out in Burbank, which sounded like Tarzana to me at the time because I
Yeah.
didn't really go out to LA like that. And I didn't really have friends out in LA. Like all my friends are playing overseas in Germany or
Yeah.
China, whatever. So I didn't know anybody in LA. So I just took my little scion, and he told me like, as long as you don't miss a class, like this is a scholarship opportunity for you. It's like, cool. You know, it saved me $400 a month.
Yeah.
So I just drove out there, swept the theater, and took classes and slept in my car, you know, until.
Wait, when I met you, how long were you acting for? And when did you stop? When did you quit your semi-pro career?
Semi-pro career was like 2009, 2010.
Okay, and then you came back in 2010.
2010, yeah.
And then I met
And
you.
2011.
Fuck, dude. So I only met you a year after that.
Yeah.
It's true though. You were sleeping in your car, dude. I was
Yeah.
like, this motherfucker's a bum. I let this bum into my house.
Yep. I was sleeping in my car. Like, it was not good. Burbank police, not good people. Not good people.
Oh,
out
they
there.
would like tap on your
Tap on
fucking
the
window and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you
yeah.
doing?
And
Type of shit.
I remember my teacher, he parked his station wagon right behind my car, and he like looked in, he's like, "Did you sleep in your car?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's dangerous." I'm like, "I'm all right." He's like, "No, the cops, the Burbank police cops.
Like they're mean.
Yeah,
They'll
they're
beat you
mean.
up.
Yeah." I was like, "Oh shit, okay,
Like, do you
cool."
know you're
It's like-
black?
yeah, I was like, damn. So I had to like kind of like find my way around different neighborhoods, or if I met a friend, just kind of like hang out there until late, or maybe just
What time was class?
class was like 9 o'clock in the morning till
Oh,
like
shit, yeah,
6.
that
It was
shit's-
all day. It was like pretty much like school.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, acting class takes that long? I don't know. I don't take that shit.
It was like everything. It was kind of like a conservatory. Like we did like animal work, like for like an hour. Like
what the fuck is animal work?
Like, did I say animal?
You know,
Or
you
I
said animal. I don't
I
know
said
what
animal.
I don't know what animal work is. Like you pretend there's a tiger there and you feed him a bone.
No, you pretend you're the tiger and you see
What the
bone.
fuck? What does
Yeah.
that do?
That just opens like your animal instincts. Like you,
Oh, man, that
you
sounds
find
like
your
some-
animal, like your spirit animal. Like you could experiment with like being a giraffe. Like, what does a giraffe look like? Do you extend what kind of person holds himself to that?
Oh man, I'd be that asshole in class. I ain't doing this shit. The fuck? Teach me how to act, bro.
You'd be like, yeah, you probably
Like,
be
we're
like,
doing animal work today. It's like, what are you gonna be? I'm gonna be a human being, you bitch. They don't fucking tell me what to do.
nah. You remind me of like you would be that orangutan from Jungle Book.
But I'll
Is
be
that
the one
Jungle Book? Yeah,
that
the
is
orangutan,
Jungle
right?
Book, but the orangutan could talk. I'll just be sitting on my chair, just peeling bananas and throwing at you motherfuckers. Go ahead, eat that shit, bitch.
Yeah, you remind me of that.
So
Yeah.
you would so animal work. What else would you do?
Animal work. We do the classics. Like he introduced me to Sam Shepard, like Tennessee Williams.
Who's Sam Shepard in Tennessee?
Sam
Williams?
Shepard was like Fool for Love. Tennessee Williams is like a Streetcar Named Desire.
Do you see that shit, people? That's knowledge of acting. This will say a bunch of words. I can't string them together right now. He's a fruit for car streets. Car street of fruits. I know what that
It's
is.
pretty close, man. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I know what
close.
that is.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that deep shit.
Nah, you know Streetcar Named Desire.
I know of the
I
name.
think you know.
I
Yeah.
know of the those words together.
Yeah.
I don't know what it looks like though. Like Streetcar Named Desire.
You know, remember?
Streetcar Named is a spinoff of Cars, the animation movie.
It is. It is.
It's exactly
They
what that
have
is.
a car named. Yeah.
So you would do so. Did you know? Were you studying film prior to that though? Prior to going into acting, did you know a lot about film, or you
absolutely
just
not.
fucking empty? So you were me.
That was you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was you. Like I just felt like I had so much to catch up on in terms of film. And then I saw a film called Beautiful with Javier Bardem.
Yup.
Yeah.
I know exactly what that is.
Do you know who that is?
That's right. Javier Bardem is the dude I buy tacos from. It's the dude I buy tacos from off of 26th Avenue. Who's that?
He's who else? What was he in? Skyfall. Is that Skyfall? No, is it Skyfall?
Is that the
Yeah,
007?
Yeah, the bad guy
Yeah,
with
I
the
know what
blonde
that
hair.
is. That's right, 007.
Yeah.
It's that with that blonde dude with blue
Oh,
eyes.
and
playing.
There Will Be Blood. No, that was not There Will Be Blood. The other one. Damn, what movie is that?
You can't look at me. I'm
Come
trying to figure
on.
out who Javier.
Javier Bardem,
Bardem.
he has like the bowl cut and he has like an oxygen tank and he's like a assassin.
So now you sound like you're talking about fucking Hector Salamanca from talking about Hector Salamanca from fucking what's it called, Breaking Bad and shit.
Oh shit! Oh my god! I can't believe I can't remember that movie.
Dude, I don't even know. But see, when I don't remember movies, it doesn't kill me like that. They're like, "Do you know this actor?" I'm like, "Absolutely not." I still don't even know who fucking Morpheus' real name is from from the Matrix.
Yeah, you do. Try.
Morpheus Parker. I don't know. I know.
What?
I know what it is. I know his name. It's Lawrence Fishburne.
Told you.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking
Look
about.
at that, man.
I know. I know why I
you.
know, because Lawrence Fishburne looks like Abe's dad. Dude, Lawrence Fishburne looks like Abe's dad.
You need to pull that picture up. I don't know. I forgot what he looks like.
I'll show you. Let me show you that shit, dude.
Oh my god. Lawrence Fishburne's really nice. I saw him at a Whole Foods.
I just remember him from Matrix. I'm pretty sure obviously his career is a lot more than the Matrix, but not to me.
Well, Blackish.
Oh, that's right. He's fucking dope in Blackish. I heard Lawrence Fishburne's daughter does porn.
I wasn't going to say that, but yes, she does.
She does? I'm about to look that shit up right now.
Wait, no. Is it Lawrence Fishburne? It is.
Yeah,
it is. It is. It definitely is. It definitely is.
Lawrence Fishburne, and I'll see. Like, if Lawrence Fishburne was an angry Korean man, that's exactly what he would look. I got to go on this fool's Facebook real quick. Lawrence Fishburne's daughter does do porn. That's so interesting. I wonder what made her go into the life of pornography. She's an actress. Man. I'm pretty sure that's in the same line of.
Is it? Oh, it is.
It is. That's the same line of acting.
It's hard, man. Not that I've done it. It's hard. I have respect for porn stars.
I wonder what Lawrence Fishburne's like. Look at that dude. You telling me that's not Lawrence Fishburne if he was an angry Korean man? He even got that tooth gap too.
Dude, that's cold.
Lawrence Fishburne's the actor that made the tooth gap popular. Dude.
He is.
Made everybody feel okay with it and shit.
Yup.
They're like, I could have a tooth gap. Lawrence Fishburne.
Does he still have it? He does have it.
I think he still has it. Lawrence Fishburne got the acne scars too, which I didn't realize until I saw
the pits.
Yeah, I saw The Matrix when it was like fucking digitally remastered and shit, and that fucking stuck out.
The pits. Yeah, the pits.
Lawrence Fishburne. You know what the fuck? His name is spelt with L. It's L-A-U. It's not
L-A-U. Oh shit! It's a Mandela effect, bro.
No, everybody's like, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Like that. Yep, he still got the tooth gap, dude. That fool made that shit hella popular, man.
Who are other famous people with tooth gaps?
All I know is this: like when you were a kid and you had a tooth gap, basically your fucking high school career was over. Everybody would be just cracking jokes at you all the fucking time and shit. They'd be handing you like jump ropes and shit. You want to floss your teeth? Like, where'd you get that jump rope, bitch? The fuck? You just carry a jump rope around with you just for that joke?
You're the worst.
That's right.
You're the worst.
Kids would go home.
Were you quick? Were you quick at making fun of people?
I had to be when I was a kid.
Oh, right.
Just because I grew up in a predominantly black area. And so if you're, I mean, our area too had a lot of Asians. It was just really mixed. It's just that I think I hopped around groups a lot. But I know like the black homies, they would fucking crack jokes, dude. And there's so many at that time, specifically for Asian people, there was so many like Asian jokes that you could say. And no matter how bad the joke was, people could just clown on you left and right and they would fucking laugh. So I had to be quick with it. Because they could say racist shit to me, but I could never say racist shit back.
Right, because it's bad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to be super fucking fast with it. So when somebody would clown on me, I would have to clown on them back. I would have to clap back real fast.
Right, and put a filter on it.
Exactly. So I would have to be really crafty with my words. You know what I mean? I think that's why I wanted to be a battle rapper, but it turns out I can't do that shit. I have too much material for people to make fun of and shit. Once you're Asian and you're fat, you basically can't be a battle rapper. You give them the fucking blueprint, like to just clown on
like,
you 24/7. Yeah. But that was like one of those things that I remember. I was just like, dude, these people are gonna come at me and say something stupid, so I had to say something stupid back. And the problem with that is too, if you say that shit to a thug, they just kick your ass after you make fun of them. But I still clown on you, stupid ass.
Man, yeah, I did not have that skill whatsoever. I relied on fucking buying that Yo Mama jokes off the Scholastic troll money order. No. And like, you got so much danger if it's a snowstorm. Like, I was bad, bro. I did not know how to diss people.
Were you tall?
Absolutely. I was small.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was small. I was a runt.
But you went to a very accredited high school.
Though. Oh yeah, we had a Pulitzer Prize winning author come to our school because the title of the book was School of Dreams by I think his name was Edward Humes, but he
Man, that sounds fucking smart as shit.
Yeah, man.
Edward Humes.
Edward Humes. He would just sit out in the back of the room and just watch teachers interact with these students, because these students would come from very rich Asian families. Like these families would all buy homes in these gated areas, and then
Whitney was your school.
Yep, Whitney Shitney.
Whitney, like, I don't know anything about like this. So I didn't really care about education growing up at all whatsoever, right? So
Yeah, did I?
yeah, I could give a fuck less. Like, I didn't know anything about, like, number one, what blue ribbon schools were. I didn't know any of those terminologies. I only found that out now as an adult because I talked to Bart and Joe, because they grew up around that shit. I really didn't. Like, for me, it was like in Sacramento, there was what? Florin High, there was Laguna High, there was McClatchy, there was these type of schools. And I just knew that some schools had more white people in it, some people didn't. And there was a couple of other like private schools like Christian Brothers and shit like that. So I didn't know about how the education was so much better at specific schools, like in Whitney High. When people hear that you were from Whitney High, they go, oh, you must have been a smart ass kid. Right? Which I didn't fucking know. And like Julia was telling me stuff about the school that she went to. I'm not sure if it was Whitney High, but it was some kind of like a very academically accredited high school where academia was the shit.
Yeah, Newsweek or like, I don't know, Huffington Post would do like the top schools in South Cal, you know?
Yeah, like people would get made fun of if they didn't get like an A and shit. That's what she said. Like if you came back and you did a test and you tried your hardest and you got a B, they'd be like, God, look at this fucking loser.
Right.
Complete opposite. If you got an A, you better run your ass home. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I remember in high school, there was those kids that would have those roller bags.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They would just, I would see it. The bell would ring. They would walk outside. I hear clack, clack, clack. I'm like, run, little bitch.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was so bad because the noise of those wheels was the signal and the sound of how they would find you to kick your fucking ass.
Yeah.
And I would look at them like, just fucking run.
It's like a little kiddie bell. It's just like,
yeah, I'm like, just fuck. What are you doing? Dude?
Yeah.
You know that's gonna beat you. But they're smart because they don't have scoliosis.
It's true.
My back's all fucked up.
It's true. It's true. I didn't have a roller backpack.
I was trying to fucking blend the shit. I had that one shit, the JanSport, where you put that shit. And what's it called? When Gap started selling backpacks and shit, had one of those. I slung that shit over to my back on one side, and then I fucking had scoliosis and shit. But other than that, it was worth it because I didn't get beat up.
That's true. You gotta make sacrifices.
Do you have a current favorite actor right now?
Current favorite actor right now? Yes, I do. It's Mahershala
Ali. Mahershala Ali. So that's the dude from dude, I'm blanking out. Spider-Man. He did the voiceover. Fucking pissed me off. Yeah, let's not talk about Spider-Man. And then, yeah, got very close to getting a role on that, and I didn't get it. So yeah, whatever. We watched that film, and I went to that film hoping it was trash, and it was probably one of the better films I've seen this year. But
it's made everyone's list.
I refuse to admit that it's amazing though, because even after the film was done, I was like, garbage, and I just walked out. I made sure everybody heard me too. I was like, wasn't that film fucking shit? It would have been great if they had an Asian character in there.
They're like, that Asian guy said garbage. It must be really good now.
I know. That shit fucking sucked.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna buy it because it was really good, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I need to watch that shit again because it was so funny.
Dude, I can't believe I'm blanking out on the film that
the movies he's in.
Yeah,
he's in.
I know the one, and I don't want to say how I know it because I'm about to use adjectives for it to say what the movie is. But don't be mad at me. But he was in the gay movie where there was 3 stages of gayness. It was showing what this child was going through, figuring out his sexuality.
Right.
So I'm not trying to be offensive, but that's just how I remember. That's how I did school too. When I did notes and shit, that's how I remember stuff. I would use stuff. I'd be like, I would double up the words. Gay.
Yeah, I was gonna go back to that. What does gay mean?
Gay is just, for me, I say gay because that film had levels of gayness in it. In terms of, not in an offensive way. What I'm saying in like the story of his homosexuality. He was gay as a young person.
Then he was
figuring out his gayness in the middle, and then he was figuring out his adult gayness when he looked like 50 Cent. I know it was cinematically beautiful. It was amazing. Well, fucking bitch, I should know this because I watched this film like 2-3 times. Don't tell me what it is, man. It was it was such a beautiful film too.
It was very beautiful.
It was so fucking beautiful too. I should know this because I like this film a lot. I know this. What's it start? Give me the first letter.
The first letter?
Yeah.
M.
Easy, dude. Monsters Ball. The first letter is M. I thought it was gonna be F. Hold on a second.
Oh my god!
I know it.
If it was F, what'd you think it was gonna be?
Fear Elise. No, I don't know.
Fear Elise.
M. It's Oh God, I don't fucking know. What's the second letter?
Oh.
Monsters Ball, bro. This is with Charlize Theron. No, it's
that's Monster. Yeah, that's right. But let's go back to that Monster Ball. That's wait.
No, that's not Charlize Theron. That's when Halle Berry showed her titties, right?
Yeah, for like 20 a pop.
Yep. That's what it was. That's
That
exactly.
was cool.
Do you see how I remember things, people? It's through.
Gays and titties.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's Monsters Ball? Halle Berry titty.
Yeah.
I keep it very simple. But Moonlight was fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Cinematically beautiful, man. I love Barry Jenkins, just how he focuses on just love. Just love.
Yeah.
Like even with If Beale Street Could Talk, like I haven't seen it yet. I've read the book. It's heartbreaking.
I want to go back and watch it was the gay movie that put it on the spot, dude.
Which one? Malik and whatever?
Brokeback Mountain.
You know what? Actually, I haven't seen that movie.
You know what? I'll put it to you like this. I'm going to be as honest as possible on this podcast. When I was younger, I tried watching Brokeback Mountain. And I could not do it because I couldn't watch two guys fucking. Like I was just so close-minded at that point. And also as a heterosexual male, I think it's just some kind of weird shit for me to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
And so like I just couldn't watch it. And I think I was like a little, I wouldn't say prejudiced per se, but kind of growing up in an area where homosexuality is kind of made fun of a lot. You know, you call people gay and you would hear the word, people call people faggots and stuff like that. Watching that film, I didn't want to be the dude in the group that watched Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get you.
It's like, what movie you watch? I watched shit, bro. What the fuck you asking for, man? You're highly defensive. But I did try watching it and I couldn't go through it. But I feel like as an adult, because I do appreciate acting, I think I could watch it with the new lens.
Right.
Right?
That's what it's all about, yeah.
Because Brokeback was the one that put it on the fucking map, dude.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It was that was also with some nice pair of titties. It was the girl with the big ass eyes.
I mean, I didn't see it.
The female actress with the big ass eyes and the fair ass skin. She was the princess's in the film called The Princess's Princess or something. It's where she was like a slumdog and she became a princess.
Slumdog, but then became a princess. And she's white.
It's not. I want to say it starts with a H, but I know it's not Halle Berry, and I want to say it has to do with a cookie. Anne Hathaway.
Oh.
Yep, Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
That's right. And the only reason I said cookie because I was thinking about the Anne cookie thing. That's right. Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway cookies.
I don't know.
Annie's?
Annie's cookies. That's right.
That's how you remember it?
That's how I remember it.
That's how you remember Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. Because she's sweet like a cookie.
She is not sweet like a cookie. I met her and she lied.
About what?
Who she was.
What'd she say?
I actually went to go see Corinne Bailey Ray at Jimmy Kimmel.
You could have been with her too. I'm gonna bring that shit up later.
No, don't do that, man. It's a sour spot.
No, I don't give a fuck.
You know what? My girlfriend, she laughed at me because she went to my room back in Lakewood. And I still have my little Corinne Bailey Ray. Is it Corinne? Corinne. I keep saying
How do you not know her fucking name,
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But I have like a shrine, like posters in the corner of like all the pictures I took with her, and she's like, "Oh my god, look at you!" And like, it's like, yeah, why can't I not have a crush on?
Yeah, Corinne. It's because she's jealous, dude. It's because she's also a musician, and you don't have any fucking pictures of her like that with her fucking music.
That's true. I mean, she had an accent.
Corinne Bailey Ray, man. You could have had a nice date with her.
Bro, I thought you were going to say you can bring that up later somewhere.
No, I'm bringing it up right now. I bet later, like in 5 seconds. You better tell people about the Corinne Bailey Ray story because I'm still mad at you about that shit. Corinne, if you're watching this, which I guarantee you're not because you look like you're a classy, intelligible human being, I will say this, though. This man, he's taken now, but back then he should have taken his chance with you. He should have asked you out on a date, and he didn't. And he liked you, too. He loved you. He still loves you.
I do.
What happened? You tell that motherfucking story.
So, I was on a lunch run at work, and I went to Morrow's. I first started working for this entertainment lawyer in West Hollywood, and he's like, "What do you want for lunch?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know this area. Like, let's go to, I don't know, Five Guys." He's like, "No, let's go to Morrow's. It's pretty fancy over there, and you could check out." It's not Paul Mitchell. Anyways, that's not important. I'm going there to pick up an order. And the second I get out of my car, like she's probably like 50 feet away. I just see the back of her head. I just see like her, black hair. I'm like, that's Corinne Bailey Rae. Without a doubt, I know that's Corinne Bailey Rae.
She turned around, she had a guitar and shit.
She's riding a bike and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I started walking closer and closer and closer, and then I looked side-eye to her, and it was her. I'm like, oh shit, cool. I go to the front desk to go pay for the lunch order for the office, and they're like, oh, we actually need to fill one more order. We forgot to put in your, to go. So can you just hang out for a couple minutes? I'm like, cool. So the only seat that was available for me to wait was right next to Corinne Bailey Rae's table and her. I'm assuming as a publicist and her manager.
Yeah.
And she was in town recording her new album that just came out. What was it called? Like Green Aphrodisiac or something like that.
Something beautiful.
Something beautiful. Yeah, it's always beautiful. I get the chutzpah to say, hey, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
We've actually met 3 times. I met you at the House of Blues. I met you at the Troubadour, and I met you at the Ford Theater. All coincidental stuff. And I met you actually 4, because Jimmy Kimmel.
God, dude.
I know, I met her 4 times. And then her friend was like, oh, see, like he's a fan, like he remembers you. She was like, cool. And they were, I guess they were recording at Capitol Records.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, and I just started following you on Instagram. You actually liked my photo with Maxine, like we were on top of. She's like, oh yeah, you were on top of.
She follows you on Instagram?
No. She did not follow me. She liked one of my photos.
That's the same shit. To me, that
it's
means
the same. Especially,
yeah,
when this is before she even she broke 1,000 followers. Like she just was so curious about the medium, and she liked it. And she finished my sentence before I even told her what photo she liked. I was like, you liked my photo with my dog.
Bitch.
I know. And then he was like, look, see your social media, it's working and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just there talking to her. It's like, oh, we're recording at Capitol Records over there on, was it Vine? I don't know what street.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I don't know. So what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just picking up lunch. It's like, oh, like, you just said like, we're going to eat here. I was like, yeah, I got to go back to work though. It's like, oh. It's
she invited you
to eat
lunch. To eat a sandwich with her.
To eat lunch.
That's my fucking dream, dude. You know what that means? That means she was interested in you.
I know.
Nobody fucking looks at somebody and says, yo, I just seen you eat a sandwich with me. Nobody has ever offered me to sit down and have a sandwich with them ever. Even fans.
I know. I can't. I can't separate because in the back of my mind, I knew about her husband.
Her husband who
passed away. Yeah, and I was like,
but this may sound a little insensitive.
It's gonna be insensitive.
He's dead.
Oh,
all right. So
man.
At that point, listen.
That shit wrecked her, dude.
I understand, but at that point, it's been quite a few years.
Was it? Yeah,
when you met her, it's been quite a few.
Yeah, it was a few years.
It was a few years.
Yeah.
Yo, homie, rest in peace, man. You had a very beautiful life. I heard you were a musician as well. You were a jazz musician. I heard he played some kind of jazzy ass instrument, and I'm pretty sure you guys had a beautiful relationship. Rest in peace.
Oh no!
But what I'm trying to say is
no.
But what I'm trying to say is, you dead now, and it was your time to shine, and you chose not to.
Yeah.
He would have been haunting you like that fucking dude on Big Mouth.
Freaking what's his name? Duke Ellington.
Duke Ellington. The ghost of Duke Ellington. Yeah. Skip it a
It's like, no, I can't do this shit.
But you did not have lunch with her.
I didn't have lunch with her.
And you went back to work.
I went back to work, and then I sent you the picture, and you're like,
I was so disappointed in you.
You were so disappointed.
I was so fucking disappointed. If Corinne Bailey Rae said, hey, I want you to go home right now. I want you to get a wet towel, right? I want you to soak it in butane, and then I want you to light your fucking neighbor's children on fire. I would have done it in a second.
You know what, to be honest, I would too.
Well, that's different because I fucking hate those kids.
Exactly. We hate those girls.
I don't even want to get into stories about how much I hate those fucking kids.
That's another episode, man. Fucking don't spare the rod.
Yeah. I'll tell you that right now. I'll kick those kids in the fucking face.
Yeah.
I love you kids, though. You guys have an ability to change. Anybody can change, but not those kids. Fuck them.
No. They're terrible. They're terrible.
You had a chance with Corinne Bailey Rae and you didn't fucking take it.
Yeah. And that's why I became an actor.
Exactly.
Full circle.
So right now, okay, this is what I really want to ask, just because I've had a couple of friends come up to me and they ask me like, okay, so how do I become an actor? And I can't really explain that process.
Is that my brother?
Not your brother. If it was your brother, I'd tell him, I'm like, listen, man, you asking the wrong motherfucking question. But Khalif told me you ain't got it. No, I'm kidding. Khalif told me you suck. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, he never said anything like that.
Yeah, potential. Yes, potential.
So what would you tell somebody would be the first steps?
Oh man, the first steps, take class. Take class.
Okay, I'm a pretend to be somebody that wants to be an actor.
Okay, cool.
And these are the type of conversations I've
Okay,
had.
cool,
Okay,
cool,
here
cool.
we go. Hey, what's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
Hey, so like real talk, man. Yo, man, I've been seeing you do your thing, right?
Right.
So I've been seeing you out there, and I've been seeing that, yo, you made it, homie. I think you made it, man.
Right.
Like you made it out of Long Beach. Like you made it out of Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? You made it out there. Yo, I seen you out there doing your motherfucking thing.
Right,
yo,
right.
cuz, so real talk, yo, I'm trying to be an actor too. So like, how do I become an actor though?
All right, first of all, I like your personality.
Okay, yeah. I
You
heard that.
definitely need
that.
it. Yeah. You know, so to start off, if you're living in LA, you gotta live in LA
Okay,
to do that.
I'm down with it.
You gotta go to Samuel French.
Okay, who the fuck is that?
Samuel French is a place that a lot of actors go to read plays.
Okay,
And then there's a little book that tells you what schools there are to study at. And there's tons.
yeah. Fuck acting class though, man. What I'm trying to do.
No.
This is what I'm trying to be real quick. All right, I'm trying to be an action star, right? So what I did, I took up 6 boxing classes. I took up 6 boxing classes, all right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna start there real quick, right?
Okay.
So how do I become an actor? I want to be an action star. You guys think I'm fucking around? This is an actual conversation I had with somebody. You think I'm fucking around? This is an actual conversation I had with somebody.
That's sad.
This motherfucker told me that he wanted to be an actor, so he took up kickboxing. And he was like, listen, he goes like, I feel like a lot of Asian people out there, they ain't like me. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Asian people that's not doing martial arts in films. Really? Jet Li? Jackie Chan, you piece of fucking shit.
It's like Crouching Tiger.
And so he basically told me that he wanted to be the next biggest action star. And I gave him the couple of options. I was like, do you want the real advice or do you want the fake advice? Right? He goes, I want you to give it to me real. I was like, cool. Number one, it's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. You want to be go take a fucking acting class, man. Go take an acting class. So you want to be an actor, so you take a kickboxing class, you fucking dumb shit. What the fuck does that mean, man?
It gets muddled. Like, it just depends on who you talk to. It's like, people get so obsessed about like, I want to be really good at this craft. I want to know the ins and outs of it. I have to be in class, but people forget to be a human being and like really know who they are.
Yeah.
And you do hear in an acting class, like if you step in an audit and you see an actor in class who has a difficulty expressing themselves, they'll go like, go take some kickboxing classes.
Okay.
Get that anger out. That makes sense.
His thing was that he wanted to learn how to fight so he could fight on screen. So he had to do that by starting out kickboxing so he could be the next biggest Asian action star. Because there's never been an Asian action star ever, you dumb fuck. Because this is the problem that I have with that, right? It's like, okay, so there are actors right now that are Asian American that are fucking killing it in the scene, right? So they can do what you do already. And then on top of that, and I felt bad for saying this, but I don't at the same time because I did mean it. I was like, here, this is what it is, man. And I'm just going to be real with you. Actors right now, they take acting classes. They'll do all the stunt stuff and whatever as an ancillary thing, but they start with a good foundation. Also, dude, you're ugly. So now now you're trying to be the #1 action star where a whole movie is based around you, and you are one of the ugliest motherfuckers I've ever seen. And I'm not the best looking dude on earth. And if I call you ugly as fuck. So let's just break that down real quick, okay? Right. And I just told him, like, it's kind of disrespectful that you think that you're the next biggest thing out there.
You have no sex appeal.
You just don't have the sex appeal. You don't have the fucking work ethic. And on top of that, you're shitting on other actors' work, right? So they're putting the groundwork in. They're albeit really dope. They've been doing it for years and they still haven't been able to crack that role. But for some reason, you're the dude that they're going to walk in that fucking room and people are going to be shocked. And I was like, they're like, yeah, they are going to be shocked at how ugly you are. Right. You're fucking hideous. Like, you know what I mean?
He's gonna be like, I'm the ultimate man.
Oh, God. The ultimate man. That's an inside joke. We can tell that story later. We actually have to bring somebody else in for that story. But there are these human beings that just don't understand the hard work it takes to enter into a craft.
Yeah, it looks so easy.
They think it's the easiest fucking thing on earth. And I think that's the problem that I have. It's just because, not so much in my career, but just because I've only done auditioning and acting for a year. And it was such a hard thing for me to grasp and understand, just because acting alone isn't just that one part of that craft. Right. It's everything that it entails, And somebody who comes in, I think they like it for the glory, right? They want people to say, yo, I saw you on that commercial, that whatever 10-second spot. Yo, I saw you on that TV show. Yo, bro, you made it. Really, you fucking haven't. I know friends right now that have been on network television shows, right? They were like, whatever, a reoccurring guest star, 10, 15 fucking episodes, right? They're still living paycheck to fucking paycheck. Yep. And they don't understand that shit. They don't get it. They see, oh, that person's on TV, they're balling. You have to realize how many scripts are put up, how many TV shows go up, how many TV shows don't get made. Yep. A casting director told me it's about 2%. 2% of it gets made. And in that 2% pool that gets made, you are somehow going to be casted over tens of thousands of people to be in this one world. Around the fucking world, by the way. Yep. Around the world. Yep. That's the type of pool that you're going into. But for some reason, me, the man, the ultimate man who's taking a kickboxing class to teach him how to act is going to be the action star. Right. And I think like for him, he was kind of like a little shocked. He's like, yo, what you mean, man? You saying like, I don't, like you had to start somewhere. I was like, yeah, I did have to start somewhere. You're absolutely 100% right. But your path and my path are different. I never said that I was the missing link. I've never ever said that one. There's so many actors that I look up to that I'm trying to be like, not so much emulate their acting style, but I respect their craft so much, and I understand the road work that it takes to get there. You know, and I've never really actually put it out there that I'm an actor because I'm really not yet. Maybe I will be in the future, but who really knows? I haven't really committed myself to that craft, and for that person to really have that conversation was kind of irritating because I know actors like you who are putting in that fucking work. You remember the first time I had my very first audition? Yeah,
you called me.
I called you, just devastated as fuck.
Yeah, you were crying in your car in Beverly Hills somewhere.
I was not crying, you bitch. I was upset as fuck though. So basically what happened with this, I got signed, right? I got signed to an agency after Goop blew up. It was such a crazy turn of events. I got signed to an agency immediately. They put me out into, I was like, yo, I'm ready to go. I don't need acting classes yet. Just even before the acting classes, just put me out to an audition because I learn on the spot. That's the type of human being I am. I said that shit. So I read this script. I get it like the day before, right? And I was like, oh, this is how fast it comes out. I thought we get like 3 or 4 days for scripts, which actually does not happen a lot. Nope. I did not fucking know that. So that's how good you have to be at that craft. So I'm reading over these lines. I'm practicing it by myself. I'm like, yo, this is a fucking funny ass script, dude. I could fucking do this script real tight. I go in and I remember this room. It was super dark and they just had like, it was very interesting because that was the only taped audition that I had to go into that the room was kind of dark and it was like lit like that. And I think it was because it was, so when I walked in, I'm doing the lines, right? I do the fucking lines and I'm expecting for people to laugh. And this is going to be a funny ass fucking thing. And she looks at me and she goes, as I'm saying my line, her response, I can't remember her exact line, but it was like, so how did he get murdered? And I was like, holy shit, this is not a comedic script. So I read the fucking script as a comedic script. Right. And I just had to commit at that point because that's all I practiced. So I committed. And after I did the audition, she goes, that was a very interesting take. And she goes, thank you. I walked outside. I hit that fucking that recline button in my car and I said, fuck! I was so mortified. I called this dude up. I was like, bro, that was the worst experience of my life. I did like a NCIS like audition for like a tech geek that's supposed to figure out how this murder happened in a comedic way. I thought it was a comedy script because I'm so used to doing comedy. I read a serious murder scene as a comic role in my very first audition ever.
And you learned.
And I didn't tell my agent that either. So if you saw that, bro, that's what I did. I embarrassed you. Deal with it.
But you learn on the spot. I mean, it's good. At least you had the know-it-all to know that it was.
Yeah, I was like, I should do my research a little bit. That's exactly what I should.
And that's the things you learn in class, man.
Do you remember your first audition?
My first audition, yeah, I drove all the way. My first audition. Yeah, my very first audition was like a student film, but I treated that like it was like
the thing.
So I drove all the way out to, where the fuck was I? Studio City or something like that, right? Don't know where I'm at. Go to this thing. I get paired up with a girl, and she's from Mexico.
Ooh.
And English is her second language.
Okay.
And she doesn't know her lines.
That's because you can't read her lines. No, she don't know it.
She does not know it. And I'm like, holy shit. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, she doesn't know her lines at all. I don't know what's going to happen. So I remember going in there. The casting director was like, all right, are you guys ready? He's like, we'll see how this goes. Yeah. And she just improv'd.
The whole thing?
Yeah, she improv. And I didn't have any improv experience. I just didn't know I was allowed to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and so she was super personality, super making people laugh. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know. So that helped me understand that she knew what the story was about, you know, but the English that she did have. And she kind of like did the whole Sophia, whatever her name is, Vargas from Modern Family.
Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, Vergara. She kind of had that spice and that personality. And it, like, you know, it's charming, you know? So for me, I was just freaking the fuck out. I was like, oh.
Well, she kind of fucked you over though.
Because, big time.
Yeah, because it's interesting because when you guys if you guys ever become an actor and you guys start doing these auditions, what you'll find out too, I don't know what happens, but instinctually you start memorizing your lines and your responses based on the words that you hear before and after. So if you lose those cues, you kind of forget where you're at.
Right.
You know?
Right. But if you know the story so well enough, you can like roundabout, you know. But I didn't know the story.
And so she fucked you over.
And she fucked me over. Yeah. But my big like going onto the lot, like checking in with the security guard, like that experience, it was great. Actually, you know, because I had learned from that. I think the years it was like from that student film experience to like a big network audition. It's probably like 4 years.
Oh,
yeah. So I had learned so much from going to like USC, LMU, UCLA, just auditioning, finding my voice, learning in class, and then just being comfortable in the room and just owning it. Being confident and knowing that I need to know the story in order to, you know, push it forward.
That shit was the hardest part. Like when I would read these scripts and I would hate it, and I had to figure out like a backstory, you know, and kind of really understand these characters because you know they'll throw like curveballs at you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And on the spot, like, oh, can you read these lines instead? You know.
Yeah.
And then if you don't know the character very well, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I remember. Remember that fucking audition that I had to tape where I was supposed to play a fucking buff ass werewolf and shit?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I was dying, dude. I was like, who the fuck asked me to be on this fucking thing where I'm supposed to be a sexy werewolf? I was 265 pounds. Sweating through the whole audition, and it was taped in my own house. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they're like, okay. And then I remember because my manager, he was like, they just want to see that you could do variety. I was like, but come on, man. I'm supposed to play a 16-year-old
werewolf.
I'm
supposed to play Taylor Lautner.
And I think like I'm supposed to be shirtless at a certain point in this thing. And then this fool got the same audition. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But I was supposed, I gotta find that audition because if I have it taped somewhere. But that shit, when I look back on it.
Was that the first like self-tape?
That was my first self-tape.
That was, yeah.
My first self-tape. And it was like fucking like 10 pages.
Yeah.
It was hella long, man.
That shit was super long.
It was the longest fucking thing I've ever had in my life. And I think that was the longest self-tape I've ever had. It was like one of my very first ones. And they were looking for a young teen debonair dude. And I was a 265-pound Korean dude with like struggling with grease stains and acne. And I was like, yo, my age is fucking around, dude. I was like, this fool trying to fuck me over right now. And like the lines were super serious. It was like, tell me you love me.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Like being scratched and.
I'm so sorry, but I'm so sorry that I turned to a werewolf and I killed your best friend. I know I could change. Maybe I changed for you.
Get out of here. The moon's coming out the clouds.
I started reading that shit like I was a drunk 50-year-old dude in the South and shit. I was like, I can't. The light gonna get me. I couldn't do it. It was so fucking hard. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. I turned into a werewolf. I licked my lips. I'm so sorry, baby. You gonna come over here and you gonna. I like it so. I'm gonna wag that tail when you come around me.
Start stomping the ground, shit.
That shit was so bad, man.
Yeah.
Self-taping and stuff. And you would think that self-taping would be easy. I don't think that it is.
It's not, man.
I think when you go in, it's better because they could actually give you directions on what they want.
Right.
And when you self-tape, you kind of just have to figure it out, like through your own. Because a lot of the times too, when you go into these auditions, what happens is that you have your own take on something, and it's sometimes just completely wrong.
Yep.
But they like the way that you said your thing, so they'll be like, "Do it this way."
Right.
And if you can't do that, you fuck.
Yeah. If you come in with a choice, like you actually, they know when you've worked on the piece.
Yeah.
Like they can like steer you a different direction. But if you come up with like a dry ass read, they're like, this person doesn't even care.
Yeah.
Like why would I put my creative and input onto someone who doesn't even want to invest?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Man, I think like the hardest part of those auditions, like I had to come in basically like I was trying to suck everybody's dick, and I hated that shit. Not in that kind of sense. Like I wasn't like desperate when I.
But
would
yes,
come
like
in.
a yes, yeah.
I come in, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing great. And you know, and to be honest with you, that's just not who I am as a person. Like what I would like to do is come in, do my line, whatever slate if I have to, and then get the fuck on out. If
Yeah,
you like
I prefer
it,
that.
like it. Yeah, I would love that. Hey, how's it going? My name is David So. Say one. Let's do it. Hey, I like the moonlight. The moonlight gonna turn me into a werewolf. I think I like the way you look. To a Southern Korean man, yeah, I like the way you look. So I'm a werewolf. Fucking hella hard, man. But you consistently, because I would help you read lines or whatever, whatnot. And when you had to do it on the fly, I would be there to help you read lines and shit. And the cool thing about it, I would read like the stuff that you get, and clearly it's for a very attractive man. And everything that I got was for like a fat Mexican security guard.
Typecast.
They would typecast me like a motherfucker, but it was never for an Asian person. I rarely ever got an audition that was meant for an Asian person. It was usually, I kid you not, I'm not even fucking with you. It was for like a fat Mexican person. It would always be. I was like, so we got this role. This guy's name is Geraldo, and we want to see what you can do with it.
Yeah.
You know, and I got a couple
Security
callbacks on that one.
That's
Actually.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
It was the one that I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
remember that one.
And I'd be surprised. It was like, okay, this is clearly not made for me, but I'm gonna see what happens with that. And then I auditioned for it, and then I got a couple callbacks, but I didn't get it.
That's so fun. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I got a couple callbacks, and I didn't get it.
You're like, I'm not gonna get this guy's fucking Eduardo. What the hell?
Yeah, you know what the funny thing was? Because I dressed up as a security guard, and then I was walking in the parking lot, and I was trying to get to the audition, and I was just lost because I didn't know where to go. And I was walking. This guy was like, "Hey, bro, you don't work here?" And I was like, "What you mean?" He's like, "You don't work here, man." And I was like, "What?" That's because I was just a security guard. I'm not trying to break into the lot for what? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Did you go out and buy a costume?
I bought everything, dude. I
Damn.
got the navy blue cargo shorts.
That's
I
commitment.
got the white collar shirt. I got the hat that said security.
Damn.
Yep. I fucking committed. They
That
were
was
cracking up in the room. I still didn't get it though.
Yeah, you never know.
Like I don't know what they want. It's like you were laughing your ass
You
off,
will
bro.
never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will never know, man.
And I didn't book a single fucking thing all year. I just got a bunch of callbacks. That's about it.
You did it?
No, I didn't book anything. Well, I got voiceover stuff. I booked voiceover stuff, which was
Right.
kind of cool.
Right.
Yeah. So there was a couple animated films that I did some work on, and it just didn't go through. And it would have been great if I was on it, but what I was not. So,
Did you have to sign an NDA for that?
yeah.
Cool.
Well, it's out there. The film's out now.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's
Uh,
the film's out, and I wasn't
true.
in it. So fuck it.
fuck.
What they gonna do? Sue me for what?
True.
Film's out.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Because I think, yeah, because I did this like footwork for Snoop Dogg. I told you about this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I posted that the feet in the commercial is me.
Yeah.
And someone from at the agency was like, hey, we need you to take that down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, oh.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And why does Snoop Dogg need a foot double?
Because they didn't realize that they needed, like, if you see it, like his feet is on the thing and he's like interacting with the game. So it's like, whoa, like his feet's moving, you know? They didn't get that footage.
I guarantee you, I bet you it's because Snoop Dogg's feet are hella pretty. I bet you that fool's feet are fucking pretty.
That
as
dude's like a
fuck.
size 14, dude. Then again, he's like 6'4".
He's like sick. He's huge, man.
Yeah, 6'4".
There's like clips of this fool boxing and shit at the age of 60.
Yeah.
That fool. He still boxes like a hood ass dude too.
Yeah, he does.
That's just
Some
hella
long ass dreads and shit.
Yeah, and he had a guy holding his mitts that was 5'1". Like, this fool was holding his mitt like he was raising his hand like he was answering a question and shit in class. Like
Yeah.
that shit was so fucking funny.
That shit is funny.
Yeah, man.
You said clips of Wiz Khalifa boxing?
No, Wiz Khalifa's actually dope at Muay Thai, man.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, Muay Thai.
I would say dope in the sense of I don't know how he is when he spars and stuff, but I saw a couple of clips. Like he'd light me up. Like that
Yeah.
dude would light me up. Like
Yeah.
I've seen, dude, he's fucking yoked, dude.
Yeah, he got big, man.
Wiz is buff as fuck.
Yeah.
Wiz looked like Snoop if he was healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true that. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's fucking crazy how yoked he is because Wiz was fucking skinny.
Yeah.
He was scrawny as fuck.
Like Kevin Durant scrawny. Like,
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. That fool taking steroids. I don't give a fuck. You on steroids, bro.
smoking that much weed?
Smoking that wood. Yeah, you ain't doing weed and fucking that buff. That's just a scientific fact. Actually, not sure at all. I don't know science for shit. But you were fucking skinny as shit too.
Yeah, I was, man. I was skinny as shit. I just didn't know how to gain weight. And then I started taking this shit
You
called...
wish you would have known me. I would have taught you the quickness. Ignore all your bodily signs.
I don't know that starving artist, man. I was like just not eating the amount of calories I needed to eat. I was just not eating,
I could
dude.
eat all day if I wanted to, man. Like I
Yeah.
could sit here and I could just eat all fucking day.
I can't do that. I just can't.
But you went from like what 140.
I was like 145 to like 185.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Dude.
and this guy big, and I did that for the vanity, because it was like for a commercial that my homegirl, she got me the audition for a power bar. It was like a big campaign with Blake Griffin, killed it, improv, and then I didn't get it, and she was like, yeah, they liked you a lot, but you're just way too fucking skinny.
God damn,
I was
dude.
like, damn, for real? She's like, yeah, you're just way too skinny. I'm like, damn. So then after that,
You just started like getting yoked and
Yeah,
shit. So you
started-
took that motivation.
I took that motivation. I started taking the enormous. Remember
Yo,
that
I
shit?
remember that shit. So this dude used to take this thing called Enormas, and he would eat it with a scoop of peanut butter, some olive oil,
and oats.
Oats.
Yeah, oats.
and that shit was it was like a 3,000 calorie
Oh,
shake.
it was way more